All right. Stop letting others rain on your parade. How other people think and feel, that's how they think and feel. How you think and feel, especially if it's in a positive manner, that's how you think and feel. And you got to stick to it. Whatever they're thinking and feeling like should have nothing to do with you. Stop letting them rain on your parade, man. I'm observing a lot of people that, especially older men, I'm observing a lot of them that don't let anybody rain on their parade. They do not give a fuck at all. And I have so much respect for it. And it's something that I'm implementing myself. I'm getting really inspired by them, watching them, how they move and stuff. And I see that they're high status men too. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about what the next man thinks. They don't care about what she thinks over there in row number 4, seat 28. They don't care about what she thinks. They just do whatever and say whatever. I'll give you an example, man. I work as a part-time hotel receptionist at the moment. Some of y'all know that I'm about to leave that job and start my commercial pilot career. But anyway, this older gentleman, he comes in with his wife. He was just happy. He was in a positive mood, bro. And I love those kind of guests because it makes it easier for me to open them up. So I love opening up guests when they come. I love to make them laugh, crack a joke, just have them relax their shoulders a little bit and like stop trying to be so professional. Like, we're cool. We're just humans. So let's just interact. So he said this one thing and I loved it, bro. It was so boss because his wife had made a comment about him not being long enough or something like that. And he just looked at his wife and just smiled and he looked her dead in the eyes and he goes, "But I am long." And his wife just blushed, bro. And he just looked at me and like we just knew, like we had that connection, like I'm not about to let her rain on my parade. And what he said to her, like it just flipped her immediately. It made her smile, made her laugh because she came in a bad mood. And like as soon as he said that, they started laughing, they started cracking jokes together and everything. And that was all because he didn't let her rain on his parade. And I just loved it. I'm seeing a lot of examples of it when I'm out and about, especially with older men. And it's something I think us younger guys have to start to adopt now, and lose that filter that we have so much of. Now, everyone's not going to be able to do it. It's something that I like to pay attention to. I don't like to have too much of a filter because I'm a person that's had it before. I've always filtered myself and, held back on things and not said what's really on my mind. But like when I heard him say that, it just confirmed all my thoughts about shit. Just do whatever. Stop letting people rain on your parade. Stop giving a fuck about what the next man thinks about what you say and how you feel about a certain subject. What they think and feel has nothing to do with you. There's a lot of people that have or let their emotions get controlled by other people, and it just slows them down. It makes them feel worse. It just makes you less of you because you're like putting yourself in a box to fit in with other people and make them happy, which is the worst thing that you can do for yourself. I believe that's the worst thing you could do for yourself. It's something that I've been guilty of myself. It's something that I'm reversing, or I want to say I've already reversed it because who I am today and who I was a year ago and who I was 2 years ago, I'm not the same guy that I was before, especially when it comes to dealing with opinions of others. I could give less of a fuck. I've always been a guy to do my own thing, but I've always been like affected by the people around me and what they thought. But at the end of the day, whatever the fuck they think doesn't matter because if I'm in a good mood and I'm happy and I want to do things, I want to try things out, I'm going to do that shit regardless of what they think. There's a few things that I have going on too. Or let me put it this way. Usually when I have things going on and I can only see the positive of it, me trying out things, I usually don't even tell people that are closest to me on purpose because I don't need them raining on my parade with their shitty opinions and their limiting beliefs. And I don't need those things, If I'm aiming for something and I see it and I want to do it, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to give my all and go for it with no negative thoughts, no limiting beliefs at all. If I take someone else's opinion into consideration when it comes to doing something new, I know what I'm going to get and it's going to rain on my parade. I'm not interested in it. I could listen to it, of course. I could always listen to it. But as soon as I see it's something that's going to drag me down or it's something negative, I've lost all interest. I'm not about to let that next man rain on my parade. It's not happening. And it's something that we all have to adopt, I believe. You see it today, man. Online, a lot of people, they just live online anyway. They don't live in real life, but it's almost like their feelings are controlled by what's going on online. If they see a certain opinion, they get triggered by it. They need to leave a shitty, mean comment or something like that. Just the other day, under one of my shorts, I post positive stuff, and this guy, he left this comment. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" Just to try and trigger me and to rain on my parade because I'm coming off with a positive light. I don't mind it. I just pinned the comment. I find shit like that hilarious because it just shows me that you're in a dark place, man. I'm trying to help you. If you don't want my help, it's fine. But a lot of people are so triggered by others' emotions and opinions and thoughts, and they just take it in, and it's like they dwell on it for such a long time, and they get so upset and offended by the fact that someone doesn't like what they think or feel or have to say, that it just makes them feel worse about it, or makes them feel worse about themselves. That shit makes absolutely no sense to me. At least not anymore, because we're all guilty of this. This is something that we're taught to do from when we're young. That we should care about what this person thinks of me. We should care about how other people feel about us. When I say us, I'm speaking to y'all, the subscribers, the people watching my vids. Subscribe to the channel, by the way. We're almost at 1K. Or maybe I might have passed 1K when this video's up. I don't know. But nah, man. Stop letting other people rain on your fucking parade, man. Stop giving such a fuck. We have one time to be on this planet. And when you put that into perspective, it's insane how much you can get done. It's insane how much you can get done. It's insane, man, because literally you got one shot to be here and you're gone. You're dead after that. You're not going to be able to come back and do it again. Unless clearly you believe in other things where you believe you're going to get reincarnated or whatever, or you have some kind of speculation about life after death. But dog, we got one chance to be here, one shot. Why not make the most of it? Like, I'm not out here living for other people. I'm not out here to make other people happy. I'm here to make myself happy, and within my happiness and contentment, I make others happy, and I can help them as well. Get up on that higher vibe and positive vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. Like this shit, just this high vibe, the positive vibe. It has no choice but to rub off on others. It has no choice but to do that. So the best thing to do is to stop letting others rain on your parade, man. If you feel good about something, if you're having a great day, it's not about keeping it to yourself. Spread that shit. And if somebody has something negative to say, oh well, it is what it is. You don't have to take it to heart. You don't have to take it personal. You're above that. You're above that shit. You just keep moving along in that positive vibe. Can't let it get into your skin. Can't let it get under your skin. Can't let it infiltrate your mind. You just gotta process it and look at it as a joke. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately. Somebody says some crazy shit to me, I just look at it as a joke. It's funny to me because clearly you're not okay. And in my heart, like in my soul, bro, like I just hope that me being okay and happy, that positive vibe that I have, that it just rubs off on you. And I just hope that person has a great day going forward, because there's nothing I can do about that. It's not my burden to carry when someone else tries to rain on my parade because of how they think and feel about me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that high vibe up, keep that energy up. And again, if you're feeling good about something, keep that energy, bro. Because it costs nothing to feel good. I've said this before in one of my other videos. It costs nothing to feel good. It's also very easy to feel bad. It costs nothing to feel bad too, but you can pick one. Pick a side. Stick to it. And that's it. That's it from me in this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.